right, now we are well on our way to start designing our tattoo. After we've learned how to shade properly, we've looked at how to color it, how to shade with color, how to mix colors. We've looked at different tattoo styles. We've looked at how tattoos are made. We looked at the do's and don'ts about tattoo, including health and safety. We even did a short tutorial on how to draw a neo-traditional rose. So now we're ready to start designing your tattoo. So the first step in any of our projects, of course, is creating an idea board. So let's have a look and see what we need to have in our idea board. So for this one, you are designing a tattoo, but you have to incorporate value somehow in the tattoo. So you have to have shading in the tattoo. So it can't just be just a black and white outline, okay? You have to have shading in it. And the shading can be colored, so you could use a range of colors to show shading, or if you just want like a grayscale tattoo, that's okay. You can do shading then with the black pencil crayon, for example, and change the different pressure shading for that. So you can use either pressure shading or stippling, but you have to show range of value. That's the whole point of this project. When you color in your tattoo, you can either do it on the computer using Clucky, or you can do pencil crayon. If you are doing it on the computer, I'll talk about that in the final lesson. You have to show shading as well, and I'll show you how to change the opacity or the see-throughness so you can do some blending and shading on that, okay? So I want you to imagine that there's no health risks in getting a tattoo. And we're going to pretend that you could erase this tattoo if you changed your mind. We're going to pretend that it doesn't hurt to get one, and we're going to pretend that it's free. So we are designing a tattoo for yourself under those contexts. So maybe you don't ever want to get a tattoo, and that's totally fine. But I'm not saying that you have to get a tattoo, but I'm just saying imagine in that circumstances, if you were going to get a tattoo, what would you get? So, but there's a lot of things to consider actually when we're getting a tattoo. I want you to think about why you would get a tattoo. What's the meaning behind it? Right? Is it a tribute to somebody? Is it something that represents your heritage? Is it just something that you think that something would be meaningful for you in a certain way? Right? So you need to think about why you're getting these images. But something else you need to think about is where you would get this tattoo, because the shape of the tattoo is going to depend on where you would get it. You know, it's going to be different if it's on your back or if it's on your arm or on your leg. And you need to think about the styles of tattoos that you're interested in from that slideshow. What sort of were you drawn to? What kind of style did you like? And you need to think about the colors, depending on, like, I know there's certain birds, and depending on the color of the bird, it means it's something else. Depending on the color of the rose, it means something else. So what do the colors symbolize that you're using? So there's a lot of stuff to sort of really think about in designing a tattoo. So you're going to create an idea board either on Pinterest or just through Google Drive, whatever works, wherever you are. And you need to think about not only tattoo examples, but all of the images that you need for resource materials. So for me, if I was going to do, something with, I was thinking about something with peony flowers, sundials, crows, feathers. So all the resource materials that I need. Because I don't know how to do a sundial for my head or feathers for my head. So I'm going to be collecting all the images that I need as resource materials so I can go ahead and start designing my tattoo, including what kind of style I think I would like it to look like, and the images that I need. So you should have at least 10 images, if not more. So again, save this either on Pinterest or Google Drive, whatever works, okay? If you need to have any images printed, I will show you where you could do that when we actually design our tattoo, because you might want to trace a few things. So I just want to be clear, you're not copying anything exactly. You're going to be just taking ideas from here and there to design your own tattoo. Okay, can't wait to see your ideas.